Hello everyone. Many of you will know me through the complete guide to aromatherapy, especially those of you that have studied aromatherapy. Now, you will know in all the years that I've been teaching aromatherapy and have been involved in the industry, I have been very adamant and outspoken about the integrity and the quality of essential oils. I would just like to give you like a little bit of a brief background once again to reiterate why it is so important that that we understand what we mean when we are talking about either pure essential oils or whether we are talking about essential oils that are authentic and genuine. You see, the problem is that in our industry, now when I say our industry, the essential oil industry, there are so many other users of essential oils. We have, for example, the pharmaceutical industry that uses essential oils. The perfume and fragrance industry uses essential oils. We have the chemical manufacturing industry that uses essential oils. And of course, essential oils are used in the food flavoring. They're not just used for aromatherapy. So we have to be careful where we source our essential oils. And the problem is that all these different groups of people and industries have set different standards. So is there one agreed standard that there is for aromatherapy especially? The answer, unfortunately, is no. And it comes down to not just trusting your supplier, but it also comes down to understanding, well, what are the basic facts that I need to know if I'm going to be guaranteed to get a pure essential oil. Now, I've written a really good blog about this, so I do hope you will check out that blog. And of course, if you really want to sink your teeth into something good, please check out chapter 5 of this book that I've written, which spends the whole chapter talking about the importance of the quality of the essential oil. Let me just debunk a couple of urban myths. First of all, there is no such thing as a medicinal or therapeutic grade essential oil. It's a made-up pseudo term that anybody can come up with. So that's number one. Number two, if it is actually meets some standard, there are various standards around the world, pharmaceutical standards, ISO standards, the TGA standards or whatever, that doesn't even guarantee the quality of the essential oil. I remember having a run-in and an argument with an auditor once who found that our eucalyptus essential oil did not meet the British Pharmacopoeia standard. The cineol level was just a little bit below. So I said to this auditor, so you would rather me sell a rectified or a modified or an adulterated essential oil as long as it met the standard? And their answer was basically yes. So what are the basic criteria that we should know about in order for the essential oil to at least be authentic and genuine? There's a couple of things that I speak about that are important. First of all is the botanical species. At least when we know that it is sourced from the one botanical species, we know that we're not going to get a blended essential oil. And blending essential oils happens so often in this industry. The next thing that's really important to know is knowing the country of origin. Now, if the supplier cannot give you that information, then you know that it's likely to be a blend of different essential oils. Various essential oils, as is the gorgeous, beautiful basil that we have, rosemary that we have. There are several oils that are often various chemotypes. So even if it is from the same botanical species, depending on where it's grown, there are many factors that can contribute to this, the chemistry of the essential oil may vary. So even say, oh, I need the GCMS, which is the actual, the chemical profile of the essential oil, that alone is not enough to guarantee the authenticity of the essential oil. It's one important part. So going back to the chemotype, so the basil that we use, for example, that we've just reintroduced is the linalool chemotype. We've chosen the linalool chemotype, and I do need to smell basil, that's gorgeous, is because it is a safer oil to use and less likely to cause some risk compared to some of the other various basil chemotypes. So I've mentioned botanical species, I've mentioned specifying the country of origin, I've spoken about this chemotype. The next one is defining the method of extraction. I see this all the time. The gorgeous yuzu oil that we have, for example, it's a cold pressed oil. There is a yuzu that can come from distilled fruit. It's just not the same quality as the cold pressed yuzu essential oil. So knowing the method of extraction is very, very important. And then another one is the part of the plant that is used. You say, well, hold on, Sal, why is that important? Of course it's very important, the part of the plant. For example, we have two oils. Cinnamon, it can come from the bark or from the leaf. The bark oil is far more superior than the leaf oil. It's not to say that the leaf oil is not good. The leaf oil has a much more similar chemistry to the clove oil. And the same thing goes with clove oil, for example. The clove oil can come from the bud. It has that very sweet, beautiful, spicy aroma compared to the leaf oil, which has a slightly harsher chemical type aroma almost. And then, of course, last and most important is the cultivation methods, and this really is something that I should talk about and we'll talk about in future little presentations. Again, is whether it is wild harvested, whether it is certified organic, or whether it is actually from conventional farming. Now, they're the order in which we should choose our essential oils, the wild crafted, but of course there are complications with sourcing all our oils from plants harvested in the wild. Next best quality is the organic, but of course if you have developed a relationship with the farmers and you know where the oil is coming from and you can tick all the other boxes, generally the conventional is just as good as the wild harvested or the organic essential oil. And then of course we need to look at the GCMS of the essential oil, which basically gives you a complete chemical profile of the essential oil. So all these factors are important, not just one isolated one. So knowing that, you can be rest assured that you are getting an authentic essential oil. With over 35 years in the industry, I'm very proud to have established some very long relationship with essential oil producers and suppliers around the world. So you can be rest assured that the quality of the essential oils that we have at Perfect Potion is going to be of the highest quality, so that you can be guaranteed that they are authentic and genuine. Thank you so much.